All right, last but not least, on the NLL Week 2 Coaches and Players Media Conference call schedule, we're going to talk the Toronto Rock at Vancouver Stealth, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, live on TSN2 in Canada and watch ESPN in the U.S. We'll check in for players and coaches on both sides. Do we have Rock head coach John Lovell on the call?
Yes, I'm here, Jeff.
Thanks, John. And do we have Stealth head coach Dan Perreault?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you, Dan. And do we have Rock defenseman Brock Sorensen?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you, Brock. And just checking in, do we have a Stealth player on the call? Okay, we'll try to get one, but in the meantime, we'll get started with head coaches. We'll start with Dan Perreault. Obviously, Dan, a big win in Calgary. Scoring 11 unanswered goals to really pull away. You had to have been proud with how the team performed in their opener.
Yeah, that was certainly a good start for us. We got off to a rough start. It was 9-4 at one time, and we looked slow, and we looked a little sloppy. But saying that's some new guys together and first game of the year. But I'm happy the way they stuck together, and we were fortunate to get 9-7 going into the half, and then from there things just sort of turned around. We got our legs, we started running, and the D played well, and obviously T. Rich played extremely well for I think a period of over 20 minutes. Didn't allow a goal, so he kept us in there. So we had the ability, we had the chance to get on that run. And once we started going, the ball started dropping. So it was a good win for us, and I think it's important we get off to a good start.
Thanks, Dan. Obviously a big road win. Just talk a little bit about coming home to the LEC for the home opener, and just what you expect for out of the fans, and having a Toronto team come in, and with them coming off a big road win to start their season.
Well, exactly. It's we can't get comfortable with one win at the beginning of the year. We know it's very important to be home this weekend now in front of our crowd and play well. They expect us to put on a good performance, and we expect that from ourselves. And it's really important that with us it's drawing fans. So we certainly we have to be at our best, and hopefully the Vancouver lacrosse community they'll support the winner. So we also know that it's Toronto, and Toronto we had our hands full with Toronto last year, and Toronto kind of the same situation as we were the first game of the year. They went into Rochester and beat the defending champs. So I know some people say, well, they're missing a couple of the top goal scorers, but obviously they proved it that they're still a very, very good team, and well coached. They're going to be prepared, and we're going to have our hands full.
Thanks, Dan. And speaking of the Rock, we have head coach John Lovell. John, I guess quickly just run us through a huge opening win in Rochester. I'd say it came as a surprise to some of the pundits, but there had to have been a confidence within the Rock locker room that you guys would be able to persevere through some of the personnel changes, specifically with the attack, and get the result you guys wanted.
Well, yes, we're very happy with the win for sure. It was a great way for us to start to beat Rochester in their own building. But we have a lot of work to do. I think probably the key for us in that game is that we were able to hang in there. We didn't have the lead till I believe the last 5 minutes of the game was the only lead we had, but the most important one. And but we were just able to hang into the game throughout. So that's what part of the game I was most pleased with.
Thanks, John. And the Rock got a trio of goals out of all three of Casey Behrens, Stephen LeBlanc, and Rob Hellier. But talk a little bit about Josh Anderson, who actually won the Pinty's Wingman of the Week award with 7 assists, 7 points in the opener. Just talk about what Shooter brings to the team. He's obviously been doing it for so long.
Well, it was a very emotional game for him, and and the team, to say the least. But it was one of the better games that I've seen him play. was pretty determined about what he had to do later on and off the floor throughout the game, and I think a lot of our guys just fed off his determination to just to play the game the right way, and it was really special to watch him play that game, and certainly the catalyst for us to win.
Okay, thanks, John. And of course, now that Sanderson has won the Pine Tees Wingman of the Week, he is eligible for the Wingman of the Year award. That being said, we're going to get a little player perspective. We have Rock defenseman Brock Sorensen. Brock, we talked about the win in Rochester, and it seems like now the focus is heading across Canada to Vancouver for a big Week 2 matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have to put that win behind us. Just like Coach said, we still have a lot of work to do going out to Vancouver. They're a great team. They came off a great win playing a very talented Calgary team. So, the 11-goal streak there is a representation of what their abilities are, and I think to start that we're gonna have to deal with Tyler Richards. I think he had 60-some odd saves, so it's gonna be a nice challenge for us heading out west.
Thanks, Brock. And just talk a little bit about the game. Both teams 1-0. Live on TSN2 in Canada, watch ESPN in the U.S. It's got to be pretty exciting to kind of get that exposure and be able to play under the bright lights on Saturday night.
Yeah, what a cool experience for us to be, for the game to grow and have that viewership on TSN is great. It's exciting for the fans, lacrosse community, families, and players. So we're certainly excited.
Okay, thanks, Brock. At this point, we're going to open up for questions from the media. We have John Lovell and Brock Sorensen on from the Rock, and Dan Perot on from the Stealth.
Question for Dan Perot. This is Bob Schvez with IL Indoor. Obviously, 18 goals last weekend, and that's without one goal from Johnny Powles. Can you talk a little bit about Johnny and the groove he's trying to find in the comfort zone, and how much better the offense might be once he's able to start putting some in?
Yeah, Johnny, like we said, Johnny's the type of player that he makes everybody else better on the floor. So, Johnny not getting a goal, or it really didn't concern me at all, because he just makes everybody else better. And John was open a couple times in the middle, and we missed him. So, we have to figure out, he's sort of sneaky good. He's that type of player. Where he's going to be on the floor too, and we've got to find him. So, it's just a matter of, it's just going to take time, all of us working together, and like I say, he makes everybody else better, but we have to find him also.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks for that question, Bob. We'll queue them for more questions for Toronto at Vancouver.
Hey, John Lovell, this is Justin Millicent from NLL.com. A little bit has been said about the offense, but you brought in some guys on the back end this year. You guys held Rochester to 39 shots, and I'm just looking at the stats here. Loose balls 94 to 59 in your guys' favor. Just a little comment about the defense and how they did the first game.
I didn't like our game in the first half. I thought, like I said, I think we're a work in progress here, and that was evidenced with the number of mistakes we made in the beginning of the game. But even in defense of our defense, Rochester played pretty well. They some pretty good shots went in the net there by some good people that can score, like Cody Jamieson and Craig Point and Dan Dawson. But the second half, we made a couple of adjustments, got some better matchups, and I thought we did a good job. And certainly the difference in the game, one of the differences in the game was our loose balls. And it wasn't just from the back end. We got a lot of resets from our offense, and so when you get that many more loose balls in another team, it's you should win the game.
Okay, thanks, guys. Do we have any more questions? Any final questions for Rock at Stealth on Saturday night?
Question for John Lovell.
Go ahead.
It's Richard Monta from the Toronto Sun. John, Brandon Millen had a very good game last week, I thought. And is this going to be where we see something where Brandon's going to get a few starts going forward?
I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do at this point. Brandon didn't think he played a very good game, but he made key saves when we needed it in that game, and that was another difference to the game. So I kind of have a plan for our goaltenders going down the road here, and I have to be aware that Nick Rose is also a proven number one goalie in this league, and he's got to get some work. So we're just going to play it game by game and go from there.
Right. Thanks, John.
Thanks, John, and thank you for that question, Richard. Do we have any final questions?
Yeah, this is a question for Brock. This is Justin Millison again. Just being new to the team and, a lot of personnel changes here, just want to get a comment on how you feel the team's coming together, first in training camp and now in the first game. Do you feel like there's a chemistry that's building here?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I guess we've been going for the last 2 months here now, and we're certainly making some great strides, but we have some more work to do. There's no question. Chemistry on the front end, chemistry on the back end, and chemistry as a cohesive unit. I think we are coming together, but we still need some work, like I said. So.
Okay. Thanks, Brock. Thank you, Justin. Any final questions for Toronto at Vancouver? Okay, I want to thank both Coach Level and Brock Sorensen from the Rock and Dan Perot from the South for jumping on the call, guys. Good luck this weekend. I'll be watching on Saturday night.